tonight on EA Sports. Super Bowl 55. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Bills come into this one still seeking that elusive first-ever Super Bowl title.
Hard to believe they don't have one, because you have to remember, back in the day, as the kids like to say, they went there 4 straight times. Super Bowls 25, 26, 27, and 28. They lost to some of the giants of the NFL at that time, though. They lost to the Giants. That was the first one. They lost to Washington, and they lost to Dallas twice. Some great names on those Bills teams. Jim Kelly at quarterback. Marv Levy was their head coach. Where would you rather be than right here, right now? I used to love when he would say that. Thurman Thomas on that team, but they never won one. Had a best chance against the Giants in the first one, came up a field goal short. Hard to believe this Bills franchise, no Super Bowl wins.
Meanwhile, it took until Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time, and they're back looking for number 2 just 36 short months later.
And we all remember that performance in the win against New England. What a game that was. Nick Foles, the backup quarterback, throwing for 373 yards and becoming the MVP in that game. Remember the Philly special, or Philly, depending on how you want to title that play. One of the most iconic play calls in Super Bowl history. Now they're back, and they're trying to make it another Super Bowl win in their last 4 years.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wentz gonna throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 7 yards, the pick up there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
How about 54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming? Coming out of a junior college, I think he exceeded expectations. and he can move it around a little bit too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon. He had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 10-yard line.
Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Wentz. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he's got some space here. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 64 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he's going to take off with it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And that's complete to Croft. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
The kickoff for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Very short kick taken right at the 20. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Eagles.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Their own 13-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now, that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go. This is caught inside the 15. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play here for the Bills. 54 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bills will extend their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Hauschka now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Now a throw here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Sanders. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. To throw is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. A.J. Klein able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL...
Stephon Diggs, 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Another run with Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Carson Wentz sacked. A loss of 14 on the play. 3 and out.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Wentz.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
50-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Micah Hyde on the coverage.
I'm here all day. 49 to fight.
Now Wentz again. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. at their own 27.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills head on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He hits Beasley right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Forced out to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Still shedding tackles. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.